As some breaking news to you anime fans right now, there has been a huge bombshell dropped to us right now. If you guys have not heard about this at all, you guys should now, because it is an amazing piece of news to you anime fans of potentially Akira, one of the biggest anime movies of all time, potentially getting a TV adaptation. I'm going to read you the entire article right now. Katsuhiro Otomo has recently reported revealing a potential bombshell development for his classic sci-fi epic Akira. While speaking a guest honor at Paris' Angoulême Comic Festival, the manga and anime legend was asked about a possibility of another adaptation of the 80s classic. While he wasn't able to reveal anything, he did reportedly reply that the possibility of a TV adaptation is being reviewed. Now, I'm going to say something right now and all that, I have a small little confession to you guys to make and all that. Don't worry, it's not too bad, but in a bit of a way, it's a little bit. I actually still haven't watched Akira yet, or I haven't even seen the manga as well. I've heard, from towns, it's a classic, it's amazing. It took me a while to, watch a lot of the, the Ghibli movies and all that. In fact, one of them that I think I watched, I think it was, in 2006. I think the first one I ever watched was, Spirited Away, and I absolutely loved that, and I still, even to this day, haven't seen some of the Ghibli movies. I still haven't seen some of the classics. It took me until 2013 to see Grave of the Fireflies, and I was in utter tears to see that. And honestly, I think a lot of newer anime fans just haven't seen Akira, and I know how much of the it makes a mark on anime history. It's one of the things that made anime major. Whenever anyone thought back in the day, man, what about anime? Before Naruto and all that, you had the fucking classic like that. You had Akira, and although I haven't seen it, I respect what Akira is, and I respect what it did for anime as a genre itself and what it is, and I definitely do want to watch it. I want to read it, and the potentials that there could be a TV adaptation, because I've heard from a couple of fans who have read as well, and even some couple of friends of mine as well, who have actually seen the anime and have actually read the manga as well. They said they actually prefer the manga to most part, because the anime, obviously because it was an anime movie, it wasn't able to cover everything that the manga did, because it had to be cut down from into an hour and a half sort of movie, and say it was about a couple of volumes of the manga, so they couldn't do everything in the feature film. So honestly, I gotta say, what if this is the case and all that, if they are going to be doing it, they have to handle this with such care and beauty, and they have to do everything to a T with this, if this is potentially getting an we cannot, especially animation and all that, I've seen that animation, I've seen the voice acting, even all that was just top grade A perfection on that, and you can't mess up on that stuff. That's one thing. I'm not that much into it, because I haven't seen the movie, so I can't say too much and all that, what they need to do with the characters and all that, and they couldn't do that. I mean, everyone knows the traditional, Tetsuo, and kind of the iconic scenes and all that, but it's yeah, just for a fan and all that, I know what that feels like when you want one of your favourite series to get a proper adaptation, and sometimes that doesn't work well, but for Akira, they cannot screw up on this, and I feel I'm very concerned about if it is going to get that, because it's if it's going to be a very short series, it'll probably be I don't know, 12 episodes or something like that, that's probably the mark that would be going for. But the question is honestly, who would be actually having this license to actually do this? And I'm not going to get into the whole discussion saying, which anime studio should do it. Multiple studios could do it and all that, this actual potential. And honestly, I have to still see, the movie, see, who it's actually perfectly made for, honestly, to, give my full, full sense on it. But honestly, out of all of it, this could be one of the biggest newses that we've had. Honestly, this year is the year of, rebirths for series, because we've just been getting back, returns of, cult favorites, massive, huge, series coming back, and Akira could be the biggest one of them all. And I know, and honestly, probably after this video, I am going to probably watch this movie. I am probably going to watch it and finally don't get down and say I'm the only guy that hasn't seen Akira, because I want to see it. I know it's a good movie. I just need to put time into it and watch it. Honestly, this is some of the greatest news that some people get. I know there are going to be people on their chairs absolutely screaming, thanking the heavens if this is the case and all that, but we still isn't still full on stage. He just says he has an interest in all that, and I still think, Akira is a very popular kind of title and all that. People still love it to this day, that, we could have something in the works and all that. Just depends what anime studio really wants to put their boots in there and say, okay, will accept the job of doing this and all that. I mean, 12 episodes, that could be easily done and all that. Like, you know, but like by the right studio, 12 episodes of this series, it would be perfect for it. And like, it's just how they deal with the tone of the series, how they deal with the, you know, the source material, if they're going to add their own stuff to it as well. Like, that's very dependent on what they've done. I believe, like, this actual series itself is about 4, 5, maybe even 6 volumes long. Like, don't quote me on that, but yeah. That's honestly how it's going to go down. I'm really excited for this, and honestly, let me know, you guys, like you Akira fans, in the comment section down below. How much does this mean to you as like an actual fan that this could potentially be something in the works? I'm really excited just even hearing about it, and I ain't even seen the series, so I'm really looking forward to it. And if there is like that in the comment section down below, you should actually ask me, should I just watch the movie now and just, you know, go for it? Or do you think I should read the manga? Or do you think if this news is true, do you think I should just wait for like the actual TV anime series to come out? Honestly, I think that either way, this is just like some of the biggest news that anime fans just, you know, ever since they announced it probably. But that's all from me. I want to thank you very much for watching as always, and I will catch you guys next time.